Na rajyam, I will translate. Sainyad vina na rajyam, na dhanam, na parakrama. Balino vasagaha sarve durbalasya cha satrava. Without a strong military, there is no country. No, Sainyad vina na rajyam, no rajya. Without a strong sena, military. Na dhanam, no parakrama. No dhan, no wealth, no parakrama. There is nothing. The state, the country does not exist. Because even if it exists in a very debilitated, humiliated condition, if it doesn't have a strong military. So, Sainyad vina na rajyam, na dhanam, na parakrama. Balino vasagaha sarve durbalasya cha satrava. To a strong country, that means with a strong military, you have friends around. Everyone is your friend. Balino vasagaha sarve. Durbalasya cha satrava. If you are weak, you are surrounded by enemies. The strong military is not only a pride of a nation, but it is the guardian of not only security, but also guardian of the nation's pride, nation's honor. Such a force, when a soldier joins the armed forces, this is not a job or a naukri as it is called. It is a commitment, a total dedication to give one's life to the nation, to submit oneself to the nation, and willing to sacrifice one's life, the ultimate sacrifice for the safety, security, and honor of the country. And this commitment should not be viewed as a mere job. And that is where I feel that while in the time of conflict, in the time of tensions, in the time of war, the whole nation gets up behind the military. But in peacetime, I am afraid, we do not have that sense of appreciation what a soldier has been doing all through his or her life. A soldier, we are talking about ex-soldiers, ex-servicemen. I think these are not very appropriate words, because a soldier is disciplined in a way which is committed to Desa Bhakti. And we know that in our country, Desa Bhakti and Daiva Bhakti have all been together, inseparable. Now, a soldier who has joined the military with this decision and dedication, simply because he retires from active service, he or she does not cease to become a soldier. Wherever that soldier goes after his or her service in the military, even if the society has not been giving due recognition, even if it doesn't do, the soldier doesn't give up. You rarely hear a case where a soldier after retirement has become a rogue or indisciplined. I have not heard so far. So even not getting the adequate care, not getting the adequate attention of the society, the soldier continues to be what he was, may not be on the front, but in around. Whenever what we call, a retired soldier, retired from service, wherever the person lives in the village or wherever, and if he sees anything going wrong, he will not keep quiet. He'll be sure about it. Soldier will not keep quiet. Others will ignore. Others will say, why should I? No, because after all, when you challenge something wrong which you see around, it also has a risk. Because you might be displeasing or you might be inviting problem for yourself. So many people, a civilian usually would like to be very careful, but not a soldier. So, a soldier, even after the acting service, remains a priceless asset to the country. And it is the responsibility, it is the duty of the society to be conscious of it. Unfortunately, that level of consciousness is not yet there. We have to create that. And that is why, since the beginning of my coming over to Tamil Nadu, whenever I have visited any place, any district headquarters at least, meeting the ex-soldiers, if I call them ex because they are not in service, has been a priority. I invariably meet, try to listen. It's not only to address and try to address their issues, but it also to give a message to the rest of the administration and the society that look, and a soldier who has retired from service is our precious asset, and we must not forget, we must not ignore them. A message to the people. I visit many temples. I have a temple in my house. I don't need to visit many temples. But I visit temples to give a message to the people. Look, this is our identity, this is our faith. And so when I meet our retired soldiers and their families, it is also a messaging to the rest of the community, the society, and even the administration that look, we must be conscious of their presence, and we must honor, we must be respectful to them. When I came, I floated some suggestion. I have heard about the medical issues. I know that wherever I went, this was a common problem. Now initially I was told, I got to know when I made inquiries that the government has not released the fund. As a result, hospitals have not got their dues cleared, so hospitals are reluctant to treat our retired soldiers or their families. Now this seems to be a perennial problem. It is a continuing problem. I had gone and met the then Raksha Mantri, he is Raksha Mantri even today, and requested him and met the Defense Secretary, and at that point of time they had released some money. But it has to be addressed in a very systematic manner, that this problem does not arise. It is not that one time you go and get the fund released and then it has to be resolved, and I will try to do that. And there are other issues, yes. The issues are that at some places a soldier, when it comes to the certain support to the family. The support, it varies from estate to estate, yes. Some variation will be there because after all some places voluntarily people, estates, they do that. But there must be a decent support which should permit and which should make it possible for the family to live a dignified life. That is a must. And I think we need to work towards that. I will try my best. About the soldiers, those who had given their ultimate sacrifice, I had floated an idea and still pursuing it, that the village from which he came, in that the nearest school, the high school or whichever school it is, in that school, can we place a photograph of that soldier, and on his day, the day he gave the ultimate sacrifice, an event, a function can be organized in his honor. It can be written about him, about the war that he fought or the situation in which he fought, whether he fighting with the forces, the enemy forces which are from the military of the cross, or the forces, the enemies within, they are terrorists. Either way, that can be described, it can be written below, so that the students, and in that, let the village also participate. The children, those who would see his photograph and participate in that event, first, the village will be proud of the soldier who gave their life. The youth, the student who sees every day in the school that photograph memorial, remembers, oh, here was a person from my village, from my area. He feels proud of it. And by organizing an annual event, a simple event, a memorial event, and expressing one gratitude to him, to the departed soul, would be a matter of pride. It is absolutely zero cost. It doesn't cost anything. And there, I don't think there can be any opposition to that. We need to work on it. We need to immortalize all those who deserve to be immortalized, because a soldier who dies in service of the nation doesn't die. A soldier never dies. We need to remember that. I think some issues which have been raised today, I am somewhat aware of them, but I think I will organize, I will take it forward, have a meeting with the concern, and then if it needs to be resolved at the level of the Government of India, I will go to the Government of India, I will meet the Raksha Mantri, I will take it up with the people, and I will try to see that it is resolved. One thought which I have, which I would like to share with all of you, is that in Tamil Nadu, we have approximately 2,200,000 put together, our retired soldiers and our widows. Put together we have 200,000 around. It's not a small number. Can we think of, a suggestion has been made, there are so many organizations can be, while there can be multiple organizations, one of the suggestions which I have been giving when I go to the district, to form a WhatsApp group, a group of all these people in a particular area. If the district, for the taluk can have, district can have, combination of that, and naturally subsequently state, because today in a digital age it's not something which is very difficult. My point is that it's a human nature. A suggestion was, the major told is that if you go with before 5, 8 people they go, and try to impress something with the authorities. And if larger number goes, there is a difference. So, there is what is called in social science, what is called is a theory of collective action. If 200,000 is such a large number, if we can form a digital group together, and this digital group is not necessarily only for raising the issues, also can be celebration. Each one knows, suppose in a local area, if a retired soldier is suppose if in a distress or a need, and if it is known on the digital platform, the nearby people can, those who are in the family of the larger family of this 200,000 people, those who are around, they can move forward. Some of them can volunteer and try to help. Similarly, there are happy occasions, children, marriage of the children, grandchildren. There is something some nearby people can. So what I am trying to say is a sense of we are a kutumbam, but this kutumbam has to be translated in a sense. So creating a digital family of all our people, all nearly 200,000 people. And in our state, every year, about 2,500 to 3,000 of our soldiers retire from the active service and come back. This is our also position. Every year, we 2.5 to 3,000 of our people, they come and join. So our family will keep increasing. If we can do that, that will give us a strength. First, the voice will be heard. Second, it will give the critical mass, even create the larger awareness in the society. If you remain scattered, it will not have that, it will not be that impactful. But if we are together, it will also create greater awareness in the society. And as I said, that a soldier never retires. So what all can be done? People usually say, okay, in time of distress, when there is a COVID, there is a flood, look to. Okay, but even in normal times, these people, this 200,000, they are proven beyond doubt that they are the people who are dedicated, those who have dedicated their life to the nation, to the society. Now this body of people, if it chooses to take something, it increases the positive force in the society. Society, we all everywhere we have good, we have bad. We have positive sources, we have negative forces and positive. We have what you call Ashuri Shakti, we have Daivi Shakti. Now you are a part of the Daivi Shakti, the good force. This can be, if we can, and we should, why not? And I think let us appreciate our own strength. Come together. And the problems that we are facing, we are not, when we go to the administration and ask for a solution, it is not a begging, it is our due, and it is the administration's duty to provide that. But that sense of awareness has to come in. And that awareness will come with greater involvement, while administration should do it. But I think if this family of 200,000 can get together, can get united, and today it is possible to do so digitally, I think we can make a beginning of a major change for the good of the society, because you are a strong good force, positive force, good for the nation. I thank you all for making it possible to come over here, to responding to our invite. I also on this occasion I like to thank all those who are associated directly or indirectly in adding their bit, their might to this positive force. To begin with, the Bharatnatyam dance that we saw. What a wonderful performance. Very impressive. Very impressive. You know, they were, through the actions they were conveying, you know, what do you call it, no, Josh. That Josh was so palpable, so visible, can be felt. People like Mahesh, who was the Netaji Foundation of Bharat, those who are from the ex-soldiers, INA soldiers and all that, they are all part of it. May not be the part in the formally, but we are all part of a family, we must, and there are good many of them who are. So, I wish you all the very best in the days to come, and as far as I am concerned, Raj Bhavan is concerned, we will be conscious of our responsibility in doing all that we can without any let and hindrance to make your life easier and more dignified, and see that you get your due honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now I call upon Major Madhavan to propose the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. Jai Hind. I'm just a bit deviating from a traditional vote of thanks. I'll take a few minutes to summarize this wonderful event, and then we will give vote of thanks for the dignitaries and the participants here. So, a couple of months before, we met His Excellency, Governor RNRavi, on a soldier's unfortunate death. So, when we raised up a point, I told His Excellency, this may demoralize a soldier's mind. You know? So, the answer which His Excellency gave is, a soldier has all the rights to get hungry. But if he gets demoralized, he is not fit to be a soldier. So it was just spontaneous, but it really meant a lot. So each and every one here, we are known for our Josh, we are known for our high moral, and we are known for our dedication and commitment. So that's why we have a greater responsibility in our shoulders. When we have a population of 2 lakh plus, what can 2 lakh make a difference in a state whose population is 8 crore, to be precise? It's like the great nationalistic movement which started by Netaji. In the first 6 months, it was less than 5,000. So we can really make a change. And later, I would like to go back to my school days. While passing through Raj Bhavan, the same road, very same road, I asked my dad, what is this place called? He said Raj Bhavan. And I said, who stays here? He said, Raja stays here. You know? So I said, can we go inside? He said, son, for that I have to be really big. He was an engineer, civil engineer. Or you should become so big and elite to get inside. But today, we have people from all walks of life. We have IAS aspirants. We have our Karamcharis. We have our doctors, nurses, right from auto olas to people from all walks of life. And today is a day for us, the ex-servicemen, coming into the Raj Bhavan, and this place, the Darbar Hall, has become a people's place, the first time ever in the history of Tamil Nadu. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for that. So from 93, when I asked that question from my dad, and the transformation which our wonderful Bharat has seen today, we have the common man as Prime Minister, we have the common woman as our President, and we have the common people here in the Darbar Hall, spending our wonderful Sunday here. This is the transformation which had been brought in by our great leaders, and especially in Raj Bhavan. I would really like to thank Her Excellency Thiru RNRavi avargal. I would like to address him as Makkalin Governor. So all seniors of me who had spent quite some time in Chennai, I couldn't recollect any such event happening in any government forum where the Veer Naris, sisters, mothers and brothers of our fallen soldiers, the servicemen and the ex-servicemen were retired from tri-services, 1971 war heroes. I couldn't recollect any incident where the Dean people were honored on time and in full. So this is the first of its kind. So a governor has set a benchmark, and I am sure in the generations to come, this would be the trend and this would be the way forward to build a stronger nation. So as we said, each one of us have a responsibility of taking the nationalism to the last man of our state. So when I went for a college a month before to address, and one professor asked me that Tamil Nadu has a lesser nationalistic feeling. We are lesser nationalistic. I had to defer his views because in 1999, when Bharat Ratna Atal Bihari Vajpayee was then a caretaker president, the country faced a unprecedented war in Kargil. And when the Kargil donation fund was announced, Tamil Nadu was the highest contributor in this entire country. I would like to push this even forward in 2021, the untimely death of our CDS, General Bipin Rawat. The convoy which moved from Ooty to Coimbatore Sulur Airport, if you would have witnessed the common women and men crying from their heart, showering petals, autowalas in various parts of the state, they all lighted up. Maybe a day prior they would have not even known the name of somebody called CDS General Bipin Rawat. That's the farewell, that's the emotional, unarchigaramana, உண்மையான நிஜமான ஒரு வழியனுப்பை வந்து நம்ம கொடுத்தோம். We are known for it. It is just that we need to be pinched. We need to be reminded that this country is one and we are the protectors, and we will continue to protect this country, and we will not let any force internally or externally to divide this country at any cost. So with this, I will come to my vote of thanks. First of all, I would like to thank His Excellency Thiru RNRavi avargal and the staff of Raj Bhavan who had spent their Sundays. It's a holiday for them. They have been working tirelessly since yesterday to organize such a wonderful event for us. And I would like to first of all thank Major Murli sir to initiate this, and somebody who has driven this entire event from behind the screens, Colonel Tyagarajan sir, was really pushed up every day with his busy schedule. Most of you have seen him as a panelist, a TV speaker, a nationalist, a man who runs an NGO, but most of us doesn't know that he is also a farmer, a very, very active farmer. In spite of his busy schedule, all of us, the organization's volunteers, got together and got this entire family together on a very hot sunny day. And I would like to thank and salute the brothers, the sisters, the mothers and the fathers of our fallen soldiers. They are maybe physically not with us, but they are with us. They are immortal. And I would thank and salute all the 1971 war veterans and their families at this age who came all the way here to participate in this event. These are the legends who fought us the war, the unimaginable victory in the modern century, where 92,000 soldiers have laid down their arms and surrendered. So down maybe 30 years, we would not be having them physically here. It's a great honor for us to, I'm overwhelmed really to be among the heroes and the heroines whom I have heard in newspapers, whom I heard stories of, and thanks to all the, I would not say ex-servicemen, sir, to all the soldiers here who have committed yourself to the security of this country. We have a very, very long role to play. As a big takeaway from our Excellency's speech is that we all should stay united. 100 unions won't work. This is an age of digital era. We all should stay united for a good cause, for a better society and for better this thing. So please take this as an opportunity. The minor differences, it will be there as a family. We are a big family. There are minor differences here and there within Army, Navy, Air Force. That's all fine. End of the day, we have soldiers. Someone, I chose to wear a OG. Someone would have chosen to wear a white and some the blue. So let's all say united. Thank you everyone. Jai Hind.
Anyone who said Tamil Nadu is less nationalistic, I really wonder who he was or she was. It's nothing could be farther from truth. Tamil Nadu has always been at the front of national defense. In the national freedom movement, Tamil Nadu has been in the front, and I say this with full sense of responsibility, because now when I came to this, it was unfortunate, when I came and I wanted to know the list of freedom fighters from Tamil Nadu, national freedom fighter, initially then some names I got, they were not even 40s. And today we are finding we have thousands of people of Tamil Nadu, of this place, they have fought. They have fought for the freedom of our country. And as a matter of gratitude to them, we have started to begin with, it is not the end, it is the beginning, 100 freedom fighters, unsung heroes. We know some. We know the great people like Veer Pandya Kattabomman, we know like Veer Bangai, Velu Nachiyar. We know so many of this, so many of them, but we do not know a very large number. And on the 100 such unsung freedom fighters, our very enthusiastic young scholars are doing the researches, in a year, 1 full year dedicated to them. Now this land, and then it will continue because we have several thousand. This land is not only the spiritual capital of India, it has also been this land which has not only sparked but ignited but also carried forward the national freedom movement. This is the land which has given the single state which has given the largest number of soldiers. And I don't think there is any district in any part of the country which can compete. We have a district, Vellore, we have 30,000 from one district. 30,000 soldiers, if you call them retired soldiers and their families. It's a huge. So anyone who said that told you a lie, and I think the person is ignorant. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we request you to raise for the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, we request you to raise for the national anthem.
Janagana mana adinayaka jayage Bharata bhagya vidata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkala Banga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga चल जलति तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष माहे गाये तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Ladies and gentlemen,